Hello, Mr. Geiser here. 152, the way this is designed, read all of this, it's important. You should read through all this, read the captions, try to understand all these diagrams. The diagrams really help with erosion and deposition. Do not rush through it, read them all, get this in your brain, that's what this is about. Then you go to the back, and you can pull this off if you'd like. I recommend that you do. Pull this off, answer these questions based on this, but really read this first. If you just go to the questions, you will really be missing it. Now, with that said, I will give the answers here. That's coming. But first, what I'm going to do is, if you have tried some and maybe are stuck, I'm going to give you specific hints as to which figures and diagrams include the answer if you're stuck. So this is really going to help. Right down here, if you want to pause it, you should. Go back, look, get this in your brain. This is about you knowing it. And then slide that up for the rest of them. Pause it if you need to. On the back, here are those right there. So use those, go read the captions. Sometimes the captions may require being read 2 times or more, but that is where you'll find them. So hopefully that'll help you if you got stuck on any. But the answers are pretty much all in there for the most part. There's some that are tricky. I'll go through those right now. I do want to point out what you want to do here is write the number next to your name on here. So, my last name is Gazda, and therefore my number here will be 36, so write it next to your name there, and circle it, please. We've done this before. Please do that now. Okay, so, one thing I want to point out is some of this here, let me go through this a bit, is some of these examples go like this as I'm going through. So for instance, in figure 2, shade in stream 2's watershed. Okay, so let me do that. So some may not be that clear. Sorry, stream G, the watershed, if I was to shade it in, it would look like, so this is the drainage divide here. All the land that drains into stream G in this case would be like this. Okay, that's what that is, the watershed, all the land that will drain into stream G as far as the runoff. Number 3, where stream starts is called, is its oxbow head or mouth, and where it moves fastest. These are going to be here. So the head of the stream is here, and the mouth is here. So it kind of starts here. This will be in the more mountain area. That is where it starts. It's called the head. Where it ends or empties into the ocean or a big lake is called the mouth. And it's usually fastest towards the head because that's more mountainous area. As you go down, generally a stream will get more gradual, kind of slowest here. So that's what both of those questions refer to there. So when a stream starts, it's, well, I'll give all the answers towards the end. A stream in its youthful stage, this is going to be, you really got to kind of look here and read these carefully. So this is the youthful stage. It says it here. A, youthful. B is a more, B and C are more mature phase, and this is going to be more of an old age stream at D. Therefore, youthful stage, it will flow faster, it should say than an old age stream. 11, 2 pieces of granite are in a stream, they have the same density and mass. So this is flat or rounded, which will settle to the bottom first. This may not jump out at you, but is this graph here, okay? And what it shows is that rounder settling rate, the speed, as a high speed of settling, and then flatter will be a slower speed. So basically, which will settle first? Which will settle first would be the bottom first would be the rounded rock. Okay, 13. Which type of glacier is usually larger, mountain glacier or continental glacier? I'm hoping, so this is your mountain glacier here. That's what it looks like. And then a continental glacier, hopefully you can see that this is a huge mass of land here. So continental glaciers are larger. They cover all complete continent, or at least a large section of a continent, also called an ice sheet. So that's 13. I have some other ones here that maybe I want to point out. The glacial periods here, I do think that these are interesting, and it is this chart here. What this shows, I want to point out a few things. So the Kansan glaciation is here, okay? So these are, it's like 1.4 million years ago to 900,000 years ago. So that is 500,000 years of time. That's how long that ice age lasted, which is a long time. And then about how long ago did the Nebraskan glacial end? So that ended right there. So it ended somewhere maybe around 1.7 million years ago, 1,700,000 years ago. It gives you a sense of it. That's where it ends. And then the one talks about how Earth's climate was over the last 2 million years. Well, this is today right there. That's today. So if I was to draw a line, like the average temperature of today, if I was to draw that down there, okay, this side is colder, this side's warmer. What would you say? Most of the time it was colder than today. I think that's an interesting point. Over the last 2 million years, climate on Earth has been colder in general than what we see today. So those are for these questions here. So 1819. 26, sand dunes move approximately how fast? Now, I have it listed as figure 15 shows you that, figure 15. And you really got to read through this. It may not jump out at you at first, but it's basically a few feet a day. I want people to get that general sense of how fast these dunes move. A few feet a day would be the answer. And what else do I have? 30 and 31. 30 is frosted. Frosted like frosted glass. It has it right there. Not super important. It's one of the least important questions here. With frosted sediment, it's very hard to kind of tell. But 31 is important. And this pattern you see at K is important because it is called cross-bedding. So this is called cross-bedding. Know that that pattern of the way the sediment will be deposited, those sort of non-horizontal, non-flat lines, is called cross-bedding. Okay, so definitely know that here are the answers here. Here are the answers here to check your answers with. And then onto the back, and pause it if you need to. It should look like U-shaped is the top one. Okay, so also go back on the top of this, make sure your name is written here, and then write the number wrong, the number you got wrong, which is fine, write that in there. It's homework 152. I'm Mr. Gazda, and I approve of this homework.